Hello, hello. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to the Table Talk. This is episode 18 of the Table Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the 96 Academy Awards uh, that'll be occurring tomorrow night, Sunday night. And like I said, it'll be hosted by Jimmy Kimmel this year. It'll be his fourth time, I believe, to host the Academy Awards. Sorry for my tardiness. I couldn't help it. I had to let the dogs out to go relieve themselves. Sorry about that. So today in Los Angeles, it's beautiful. We're coming off of a winter of some pretty heavy rains and gully washers, actually. And so now we're coming into maybe a few days of beautiful sunshine. It's probably going to be in the mid 60s in Los Angeles. So I'm ready to start spring, get out and do some yard work and go to the beach and museums, sports festivals or sporting events and whatever. So get out of the house. So so let me go ahead and get started. So hope everybody's doing well today. And hello, Joyce Mason in Georgia Mountain, Alabama. It's my favorite fan. So here's Jimmy Kimmel. He'll be hosting the Academy Awards this year. And let me get to here. So the 96th Academy Award ceremony presented by the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences, or AMPAS. It will take place on March 10th, 2024 at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, Los Angeles. During the gala, the AMPAS Present Academy Awards present the Academy Awards, commonly referred to as the Oscars, in 23 categories honoring films released in the year 2023. The ceremony will be televised in the United States on ABC network. Comedian Jimmy Kimmel will be the host, scheduled for the show for the fourth time. Following the 89th ceremony in 2017, the 90th ceremony in 2018, and the 95th ceremony in 2023. In related events, the Academy held its 14th annual Governor's Awards ceremony, hosted by John Mulaney at the Ray Dolby Ballroom at Ovation Hollywood on January 9, 2024. The Academy of Scientific and Technical Awards were presented by host Natasha Lyonne on February 23rd, 2024 at the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures in Los Angeles. The nominations for this season were announced in January 23, 2024. It led with 13 nominations, led with Oppenheimer, followed by Poor Things, and Killers of the Flower Moon with 11 and 10 respectively. The nominees for the 96th Academy Awards were announced again on January 23rd by actors Zazie Beetz and Jack Quaid at the Samuel Goldwyn Theater in Beverly Hills. The winners will be announced during the awards ceremony on March 10th. That's tomorrow. The cultural phenomena Barbenheimer received a total of 21 nominations, 8 for Barbie and 13 for Oppenheimer. The two films are competing against each other in 6 categories, including the Best Picture. Several notable nominees include Steven Spielberg, who extended his record for the most Best Picture nominations to 13, Martin Scorsese, who received his 10th nomination for Best Director and became the oldest nominee in the category, Thelma Schoonmaker, who received her 9th nomination for Best Film Editing, composer John Williams, who's received his 54th nomination, and Willie D. Burton, who received his 8th nomination as a below-the-line crew member. 10 actors received their first Oscar nominations this year. The acting nominees included portrayals from 3 openly LGBTQ plus actors, Coleman Domingo, Jodie Foster, and Lily Gladstone. Gladstone also became the first Indigenous American actress to be nominated. Scott George, who wrote the music and lyrics to Wazazi, a song for my people, became the first member of the Osage Nation to be nominated for an Academy Award. This was the 5th consecutive year with at least one Best Picture nominee directed by a woman, Greta Gerwig, with Barbie, and Celine Song with Past Lives, and Justin Triet with Academy of a Fall. Triet also became the 8th woman nominated for Best Director. Overall, 6 couples received nominations that they've shared together in their respective categories. So, Best Picture, nominees are American Fiction, Ben Clare, Nikos Kyrgios, Cord Jefferson, and Jermaine Johnson are the producers. Anatomy of a Fall, Maria Angie Luciana and David Theon, producers. Barbie, David Hyman, Margot Robbie, Tom Ackerley, and Rob Brenner, producers. The Holdovers, Mark Johnson, producer. Killers of the Flower Moon, Dan Frickin and Bradley Thomas, Martin Scorsese and Daniel Lupi, producers. Maestro, Bradley Cooper, Steven Spielberg, Fred Berner, Amy Durning, and Christy McCusker, Krieger, producers. Oppenheimer, Emma Thompson, Charles Roven, and Christopher Nolan, producers. Past Lives, David Hinojosa, Christine Vahan, and Pamela Kofler, producers. Poor Things, Ed Guinea and Andrew Lowe. Yorgos Lanthimos and Emma Stone, producers. And The Zone of Interest, James Wilson, producer. These are nominees for the Best Pictures. For the Best Director, Justin Triet, Anatomy of a Fall. Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon. Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things. Jonathan Glazer, The Zone of Interest. In the Best Actor category, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Leonard Bernstein, Coleman Domingo Rustin as Bayard Rustin, Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers as Paul Hunman, Cicely Murphy, Oppenheimer as J. Robert Oppenheimer, Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction, as Thelonious Monk Ellison. In the Best Actress category, Annette Bening for Nyad as Diana Nyad. Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon as Molly Burkhart. Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall as Sandra Voider. Carey Mulligan, Maestro as Felicia Montalegre. Emma Stone, Poor Things as Bella Baxter. In the Best Supporting Actor category, Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction, as Cliff Ellison. Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon, as William King Hale. Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer, as Louis Strauss. Ryan Gosling, for Barbie, as Ken. Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things, as Duncan Wedderburn. In the Best Supporting Actress category, Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer, as Kitty Oppenheimer. Danielle Brooks, for The Color Purple, as Sophia. American Ferrara, Barbie, as Gloria. Jodie Foster, as Neod, as Bonnie Stowe. Divine, Joy Randolph, for The Holdovers, as Mary Lamb. In the Best Original Screenplay category, Anatomy of a Fall, Justin Triet and Arthur Harari. The Holdovers, David Hemmingson. Maestro, Bradley Cooper and Josh Singer. May December, screenplay by Sammy Birch. Story by Sammy Birch and Alex Mechanic. Past Lives, Celine Song. In the Best Adapted Screenplay category, American Fiction, Cord Jefferson, based on the novel Erasure by Percival Everett. Barbie, Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach, based on characters created by Ruth Handler. Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan, based on the biography American Prometheus, The Triumph and Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer, by Kai Bird and Martin J. Sherwin. Poor Things, Tony McNamara, based on the novel Alistair Gray. The Zone of Interest, Jonathan Glacier, based on the novel by Martin Amos. Best Animated Feature, The Boy and the Heron, Hayao Miyazaki and Toshio Suzuki. Elemental, Peter Son and Denise Ream. Nimona, Nick Bruno, Troy Quayne, Karen Ryan, Julia Zachary. Robot Dreams, Pablo Berger, Ivan Cormanazana, Ignacia Estate, and Sandra Tapia Diaz. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Kemp Powers, Justin K. Thompson, Bill Lord, Christopher Miller, and Amy Pascal. In the Best International Feature Film, Il Capitano, Italy, directed by Matteo Garrone. Perfect Days, Japan, directed by Wim Wenders. Society of the Snow, Spain, directed by J.A. Bayona. The Teacher's Lounge, Germany, directed by Elikar Kata. The Zone of Interest, United Kingdom, directed by Jonathan Glazer. In the Best Documentary Film, Feature Film, Bobi Wine, The People's President, Moses Buyao, Christopher Sharp, and John Batsek, The Eternal Memory, Malti Alberti, Four Daughters, Kothar Ben-Hani, and Nadim Chiruka, To Kill a Tiger, Nisha Pahucha, Cornelia Principe, David Oppenheim. 20 Days in Mariupol, Mislav Chernow, Michelle Mitzner, and Ronnie Aronson Rath. And the Best Documentary Short Film, The ABCs of Book Painting, Sheila Nevins and Trish Adolescent. The Barber of Little Rock, John Hoffman and Christine Turner. Island in Between, S. Leo Chiang and Jean Tessing. The Last Repair Shop, Ben Proudfoot and Chris Bowers. Night Night and WAPO, Sean Wayne, Sam Davis. In the Best Live Action Short Film category, The After, Miss Son Harriman and Nikki Bitham. Invincible, Bensay Renee Lordy, Samuel Caron. Night of Fortune, Lassie Lasayer Nora and Christian Orlick. Red, White, and Blue, Zarin Chahuri and Sarah McFarlane. The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, Wes Anderson and Steve Rails. The Best Animated Short Film category, Letter to a Pig, Tal Cantor and Amy R. Geselter, 95 Senses, Jared and Jerusha Hess, Our Uniform, Yagain Mahadam, Macadammy, Stephanie Clement and Mark Rios. War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko, David Mullins and Brad Booker. The Best Original Score, American Fiction, Cara Cartman, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, John Williams. Killers of the Flower Moon, Robbie Robertson. Oppenheimer, Ludwig Göransson. Poor Things, Justin Fendritz. In the Best Original Song category, The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot, music and lyrics by Diane Warren. I'm Just Ken from Barbie, music and lyrics by Mark Johnson and Andrew Wyatt. It Never Went Away from American Symphony, music and lyrics by John Bastine. I believe John Bastille was the band member on Stephen Colbert and Dan Wilson. Wahazazi, A Song for My People from Killers of the Flower Moon, music and lyrics by Scott George. What Was I Made For from Barbie, music and lyrics by Billie Eilish and Benicio O'Connell. In Best Sound category, The Creator, Ian Boyd, Eric Adele, Ethan Von Doreen, Tom Ozenich, and Dean Zaponic. Maestro, Stephen A. Morrow, Richard King, Jason Reuter, Tom Ozanich, and David Zaponic. Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1, Chris Munro, James Mather, Chris Burden, Mark Taylor. For Oppenheimer, Willie Burton, Richard King, Gary Rizzo, Kevin O'Connell. The Zone of Interest, Tarn Willers and Johnny Byrne. For the Best Production Design, Barbie. Production Design, Sarah Greenwood. Set Decoration, Katie Spencer. Killers of the Flower Moon. Production Design, Jack Fisk. Set Decoration, Adam Willis. Napoleon. Production Design, Arthur Max. Set Decoration, Ellie Griff. Oppenheimer. Production Design, Ruth DeJean. Set Decoration, Claire Kaufman. In Poor Things, Production Design, James Rice and Shona Heath. Set Decoration, Zazusa Malik. We're getting there. Best Cinematography, El Conde, Edward Lotman, and Killers of the Flower Moon, Rodrigo Prieto. Maestro, Matthew Levadik. Oppenheimer, Hoyt Van Hoytina. Poor Things, Robbie Ryan. In the Best Makeup and Hairstyling category, Golda, Karen Hartley Thomas, Susie Batterspy, and Ashley Kelly Blue. Maestro, Kazuhiro Kagorkia, and Lori McCoy Bell. Oppenheimer, Lucia Abel. Poor Things, Nadia Stacy, Mark Collier, and Josh Weston. Society of the Snow, Anna Lopez, Pew Server, David Marty, and Monty Reed. In Best Costume Design category, Jacqueline Duran, Killers of the Flower Moon, one moment, Jacqueline West, Napoleon, Jonty Yates and David Crossman, Oppenheimer, Ellen Morangic, and Poor Things Holly Waddington. In the Best Film Editing, Anatomy of a Fall, Lawrence Senecal. The Holdovers, Kevin Tent. Killers of the Flower Moon, Thelma Schoonmaker. Oppenheimer, Jennifer Lane. Poor Things, Yorgos Mavro-Sardis. Wow. For Best Visual Effects, The Creator, Jay Cooper, Ian Conley, Andrew Roberts, and Neil Corball. Godzilla -1, Nakashi Yamazaki, Kyoko Shibuya, Masaki Takayashi, and Tsuji Najima. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Stephanie Soretti, Alice Wasbrock, Guy Williams, Theo Billy, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Alice Wutiki, Simon Coco, Jeff Sutherland, Neil Corball, Napoleon, Charlie Henley, Louise Martin Vanillet, Simon Coco, and Neil Corball. Let's see. The Governor's Award, the Academy held its 14th annual Governor's Award ceremony on January 9, 2024, which was hosted by John Mulaney, during which the following awards were presented. Academy Honorary Awards, Angela Bassett, Mel Brooks, Carol Littleton, John Herschel Humanitarian Award, Michelle Satter, films with multiple nominations, 13 nominations for film Oppenheimer, 11 nominations for Poor Things, 10 nominations for Killers of the Moon, 8 nominations for Harvey, 7 nominations for Maestro, 5 nominations for American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, The Zone of Interest, 3 nominations for Napoleon, and 2 nominations for The Creator, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Neon, Past Lives, Society of the Snow. All right. That'll conclude that. So here's what Jimmy Kimmel thinks about the award nominations. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce may have been the busiest subject of a football session, but for an award show, Jimmy Kimmel isn't so sure the celebrity couple will get a mention in his opening monologue at the Oscars on Sunday. When asked if he plans to talk about Swift and Kelce on stage during the wartime as host of Hollywood's Biggest Night, Kimmel told CNN in an interview this week that the duo is not off limits, but probably played out. It's a careful balance, Kimmel explained, to poke fun at celebrities gathered inside the Dolby Theater while not offending. In other words, we don't want to get another slap. Oh my gosh. So it's not that easy. It depends on the person, because some people are more sensitive than others. And God help you, if I know you, like you've been to my house, you're in trouble on Oscar night. For instance, Matt Damon, with whom Kimmel has had a comedic feud for years, will very likely be roasted on stage. He is not nominated for an Oscar. He was in the Oppenheimer movie. Everyone else was nominated except for him, Kimmel said gleefully, in what just might be a preview to his shtick on the big night. Kimmel also confirmed CNN, and I do credit CNN Entertainment for this article. Kimmel also confirmed on CNN that Damon will not be in attendance on Sunday. When asked why the host offers version of events, what really happened, he couldn't get a ticket. Kimmel quipped, "It's one of the saddest things I've ever heard." He asked if he could come, and they told him, "Sorry, nominees only." Otherwise, if you don't know Kimmel personally but have gotten on his bad side lately, well, you may actually be in safe territory. Former Congressman George Santos, who recently filed a lawsuit against Kimmel for allegedly deceiving him into creating cameo videos, then broadcasting them on his show, will not get any airtime. And he said, "I think it would make him so happy if he mentioned at the Oscars, and I'm not interested in making him happy," Kimmel said. As for Aaron Rodgers, who ignited a controversy with Kimmel after falsely suggesting the comedian would be mentioned in court documents connected to the Jeffrey Epstein case, Kimmel quipped, "I don't know who that is." Jokes aside, Kimmel said he doesn't plan to mention Rodgers during the Oscar ceremony, and the athlete is not likely to be invited on the Jimmy Kimmel Live anytime soon. "Probably not," Kimmel responded when asked if there's a world in which he would have Rodgers on his show as a guest. "The way I look at it," he continued, "the next step for Aaron Rodgers is to reach out to me, not the other way around, so I don't see that happening, unless we have some major difference in the way we think." And another topic that Kimmel's not planning to devote much time is on Sunday is politics. However, it all depends on the news cycle. There might be something that pops up that I'll put it in the last minute, he explained. That likely means no jokes about former President Donald Trump, though Kimmel has had a lot to say about the presumptive Republican presidential nominee on his late night show in the past. "One of the most fun parts of my job is knowing that he hates being made fun of, making fun of him," Kimmel said about Trump. "And then every once in a while, he'll remind us that he hates it and gets mad. So I love that. So I take some pleasure in it." Kimmel said he's prepared for how another Trump administration would impact late night television, but he's more worried about the country than his monologues. "I just cannot believe that anyone thinks it would be a good idea to put him back in the White House," Kimmel said. Despite strong opinions about Trump, Kimmel told CNN he'd like to have a conversation with him on Jimmy Kimmel Live. "I would absolutely have him on the show," Kimmel said. "I do think there are a lot of questions I would like to ask him, and I'd like to get actual answers. I think most of the interviews that he does don't require those." Kimmel said that he's been preparing for the Academy Awards ceremony for months, but he's a bit nervous. Viewers may not know to tune in early because there's a time change, I believe. This year's show is beginning an hour earlier at 7 Eastern in an effort to perhaps end the notoriously long ceremony time. And I think we have a time change this week too. Daylight savings time, so I'm not sure of that. Don't forget the Oscars start an hour early this year. That's the most important thing. As he laughed. The show will be starting an hour early and ending just as late as ever. All right. Well, I think that'll bring to a close another Table Talk studio. I know it was a little more reading than normally I would have done. I couldn't find any videos to show, but yeah, so I gave you a lay of the land on the Oscars for the 96th Oscar ceremony, and that'll be Sunday, tomorrow, I believe it's 7 p.m. So, in California time, Pacific, I believe. So wherever you are on planet Earth, hope you have a great day. It's beautiful this Saturday. So I'm planning to get out a little bit. So wherever you are, you have a great day, and we'll see you next week on the Table Talk. Take care, my friends, and hi, Joyce Mason.
What you do, you want to me, but I can't let it go so easily. Until I see what it could be eternity or just a week. But yeah, our chemistry is off the chain. It's perfect now, but will it change? Just need a yes, just need a no. Just do your thing, we'll see how it go. Oh, rush it, don't succeed. Yeah, dust yourself off and try again. Can dust it off and try again, try again. Rush it, don't succeed. You can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again.